5 awesome movie sequels that were supposed to be made, but weren't. Hollywood and sequels have already become two synonymous terms. Nowadays, when a movie does considerably well in the box office, it's almost as if the public can expect a follow-up. Some filmmakers are even gutsy enough to lay out a slate of planned sequels long before the first film has even come out. And then there are movies that became huge hits, making us, the viewers, crave for more adventures with the characters we just came to know and already love. But for some reasons, the plan of giving these beloved flicks their much-deserved sequels failed to take off the ground. Today, we'll take a look at 5 awesome movie sequels that unfortunately never happened. Number 5. The Breakfast Club, 10 years later. John Hughes' 1985 masterpiece, The Breakfast Club, has always been regarded as one of the most iconic high school films to have ever brilliantly portrayed the struggles of the youth. The wisdom that can be drawn from the movie remains relevant even today. It's about a bunch of teenagers who are stereotyped by society and left to deal with their own issues and problems. Hughes himself has expressed his desire to revisit this classic and tell more stories about the beloved characters, which include the brain, the athlete, the princess, the basket case, and the rebel. Hughes' original idea was to bring back the characters 10 years after the original, and while the premise would have been enough to greenlight the project, it never took off the ground. In an interview, Hughes said, "There's no more reason for the 5 characters to be in the same room again." He also felt that a sequel might totally disenchant the original. Number 4. Beetlejuice II. Sequel discussions on the classic horror comedy film Beetlejuice, aptly being referred to as Beetlejuice II, ebbed and flowed for over 30 years already, but never really came to fruition. It's no secret that everyone wants the long overdue sequel to happen, but the key to its realization rests in the hands of director Tim Burton and lead star Michael Keaton, who appeared as the titular ghost for hire.
It's showtime.
According to Larry Wilson, one of the writers who penned the beloved classic, a Beetlejuice sequel would only be made if and only if it catches the energy of the first film. By the looks of things, it's apparent that they still haven't caught it yet. As far as a continuation goes, there have been quite a handful of spin-offs made of the movie. Between 1989 and 1991, there was a Beetlejuice TV series. There were also video games created based on the story. Most recently, a stage play is under production. Warner Brothers confirmed that there is no active development on a Beetlejuice sequel as of yet. Number 3. Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2? When Robert Zemeckis' Who Framed Roger Rabbit came to theaters in 1988, everyone was blown away. For the first time, live action and animation are seamlessly integrated into one beautiful film.
Cut! Cut! Cut!
A feat that had never been done before, at least on that level of sophistication. The story, which is based on Gary K. Wolfe's book, Who Censored Roger Rabbit, follows a human detective who sets out to find the clues that could exonerate Roger Rabbit, the cartoon character, from a crime murder. Who Framed has been regarded then and even up to now as one of the most groundbreaking achievements in filmmaking. The studios knew better than to pass the opportunity to cash in on its fame, which is why the original crew was once again brought in to do a follow-up film. The project was titled Roger Rabbit: The Toon Platoon, and it is said to look into Roger's earlier life in the army, which would have included fighting the Nazis. Quite a catchy pitch, but the idea remained stuck on paper while licensing issues of the cartoon characters came to the fore. Number 2. Extraterrestrial II. There really would have been a part 2 of the 80s classic sci-fi film, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Its director, the great Steven Spielberg, was actually the one who proposed of making a sequel out of this popular alien flick. While it obviously didn't come to fruition, it's probably for the best. According to reports, Spielberg and screenwriter Melissa Matheson pitched on a much darker story involving a horde of carnivorous aliens coming down to Earth and snatching everyone, including Elliot and his friends. Now it is up to E.T. to save them. In an interview, shelving the project was probably one of the best decisions he had made, such that it saved everyone's fond memories of the iconic alien and its Earthling friends from being tarnished. And number 1. Forrest Gump 2. The Tom Hanks starrer, Forrest Gump, is one of the cinematic gems that would have been worthy of a sequel. Beyond its magnanimous box office success, the film literally raked critical acclaims, including Academy Awards for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Director, etc. With an impact that profound, a follow-up was surely a guarantee. Adding more to the hype was the release of a second novel, Gump and Company. In the book series from which the film was based, the book sequel follows the life of the titular character with his mega-successful Bubba Gump Shrimp Company and its eventual downfall. With the storyline already locked in, the problem now was with its lead actor. Hanks has been expressing his unwillingness to reprise the role for the reason that a sequel might ruin what they had all accomplished in the original film. Thankfully, studio executives seem to agree with Hanks' wisdom. That is why the proposed Gump and Company never came to be. Which film sequel would you have loved to see on the big screen? Tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.